Just take a second, close your eyes, and imagine with me. You start off the trick by having the deck shuffled by a spectator. You then close your eyes while the spectator selects a card and loses it back in the deck. Once you open your eyes back up, you're immediately able to find the spectator's card, and not only find it, make it float right to the top of the deck. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn Magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. I already described the trick to you, so let's go ahead and do it. Here we go. Got every time. Alright, so we'll start off this trick by taking the cards right out of the tuck case, and if a spectator was here, I'd ask the spectator to shuffle up the cards as much as they would possibly like. Alright, so let's just say they like it this much. Alright, then we'll stop with one more cut. At this point, I'll close my eyes, turn around, do whatever. I mean, at this point, I can't actually turn around, but I'll just pretend I'm closing my eyes right here. And I'm going to ask the spectator to deal a certain number of cards. Let's just say between 10 and 30. You can deal less, you can deal more, but let's just say between 10 and 30 to keep it interesting. So they're going to deal cards while I have my eyes closed or back turned. And they can stop, again, anytime between 10 and 30. But if they want to be really ambitious, they can even go further. Okay, let's just say they want to stop right about now. Okay, take a look and remember that card. Do not forget it. Hopefully you got that memorized. We'll take it, put it right back on the deck, and sandwich it somewhere in the center. At this point, I'll turn back around, open up my eyes, and we're good to go. So I'll just give the deck a bit of a shuffle before I try to do anything else. So this way we have no idea where your card is. But I'm going to try to find your card by reading your mind. All right, so just do me a favor. Just think of your card. Is it in this case black, or is it purple? Is it red or green, which is not possible? But is it a heart? Is it a diamond? Is it a club? Is it a spade? Just do your best, okay? Just do your best and try to think. Okay. I think I have a good idea about what your card is. So would you be impressed if I could tell you what your card is? Okay, probably. But would you be more impressed if I just took the card right out of the deck and plopped it right on top, right in front of you? I just did it right now. That would be pretty cool, right? So take a look. Your card was right here, the King of Clubs. And it is time for the tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed that performance. A little bit of background info. This trick is known as infallible detection, and this is just a variation I created on the effect. So now that you know all that, let's go ahead and break it down. Now, the way to get the most out of this trick and get the best reactions is to maximize the audience interaction. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So starting off with the effect, when you're doing your performance, take a look and remember the bottom card, okay? In our case, it is the King of Clubs. So you want to start out shuffling and just shuffle, overhand shuffle, and control that King of Clubs right to the top, okay? You can also memorize the top card, but since we're doing this impromptu, I'd rather not have you say, well, not tell you to memorize the top card and then begin, okay? So we have the King of Clubs on top. From here, you want to hand the deck over to the spectator and ask them to do a riffle shuffle. Most of the time when non-expert people do a riffle shuffle, they're just going to take the deck apart, and 9 times out of 10, the top card will remain the top card, okay? But if this is not the case, then we'll talk about that later. But let's just say it is the case and the spectator's card is on top. And even if they do a riffle shuffle, let's say, and then one card comes on top of your memorized card or your key card, that's okay. You can always close it up and make up for it later, which again we'll talk about near the end. So let's just say the key card is still on top. At this point, you can close your eyes, turn around, do whatever you want to do. Ask the spectator to deal somewhere between 10 and 30 cards, just to save time, so it's not too low, it's not too high. So let's just say they dealt out 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They take a look and remember the 8 of clubs, right? They take the 8 of clubs, put it right back on top of the deck, and then sandwich it, okay? At this point, if you know anything about key cards or basic card tricks, you'll know your key card is right above the spectator selected card. So our key card was King of Clubs, it's right above the 8 of clubs. So what I do at this point is I tell the spectator to just think of their card and do their best. Think of the color, think of the suit, think of the value, face card, non-face card. And as this is happening, I find the spectator's card and I cull it, okay? And what cull pretty much is a card control where you take the selected card, pull it out from the back like this, okay, and you use your pinky to kind of help guide that card so it doesn't separate, go too far up, too far down. Pull it back, and then you continue going and put the rest of the cards right underneath that card, okay? So then when you close up, You can snap, you can, you know, do whatever. You can tell the spectator, okay, I think I know what your card is, and this is how I like to perform. I know what your card is. Would you be impressed if I told you what your card is? They'd say yes. Would you be even more impressed if I can make that card jump right to the top? And they would say yes, or then I pretend to take the card out, put it right on top, and then they take a look. It's your selected card, the 8 of clubs. So that is the basic tutorial. Now I want to take it 2 steps further, okay? Let's say you have a key card, 8 of clubs, it's on top. Now the spectator goes ahead and decides to do a riffle shuffle, but during that riffle shuffle, the card is no longer on top. Let's just say 2 cards drop on top of the spectator selected card, okay? So this is one thing you would have to watch for. When the spectator is doing a riffle shuffle, you would have to see how many cards are being dropped on top of the top card, okay? And again, this is just the case if the top card is no longer, if your key card is no longer on top. So they close it up. Now you know that your key card is in the 3rd position. So what you can do from here, again, you can close your eyes, turn around. Just remember, the card is offset from the top by 2, okay? So now the spectator goes ahead and deals. Let's just say 14 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They take a look and remember their card. It's 2 of spades, whatever. They put it back on top and close it. Now, when you're going through the deck, you know that the spectator's card and your key card will have a separation of 2. So you can see I have the 8 of clubs here, 2 cards separating, and the 2 of spades. Okay, so you'll know it'll be 2 cards, or in this case, it'll be actually 1-2 card separation, and it'll be the 3rd card. And this is the 3rd card is the one you're gonna have to cull over and bring right to the top. In the final case I wanna show you, let's say your key card is the 5 of clubs. You hand the deck over to the spectator, asking them to give the deck a riffle shuffle. But now they don't know how to riffle shuffle, so they just go ahead and just do an overhand shuffle, and there's no way you can keep a track of your key card. What you can do at this point is at any point, once the shuffle is complete, try to grab a glimpse of the bottom card, okay? So we grab a glimpse of the bottom card. It's the 8 of clubs, oh, not 8 of clubs, sorry. It is the 8 of hearts. And now you close your eyes, turn your back, do whatever. Ask them to do the exact same thing. They deal off the cards as they'd like. Okay, let's say they stop here. They take a look at the 4 of hearts. Now, instead of them putting it back on top of the deck here, ask them to put it back on top of this pile and then put the rest of the deck on top of that pile. So the card is still sandwiched somewhere in the center, but now once again, the key card that you memorized, the 8 of hearts, will be right on top of the spectator's selected card. I know this video was a bit longer than usual because I spent more time with a couple of use cases, but I really do want you to get the best out of this trick when you go out and perform. So hopefully that was able to add some value. Boom. Now this hat, it doesn't work. And by now you know Magic Monday is not Magic Monday without a quote of the week. So this one is by Tony Robbins. He says, "The only impossible journey is the one you never begin." But before you start your journey, just check out this video because, you know, it's cool. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you really soon. Peace out.